First, though, after nearly a week of water disruptions to people in Waterbury, city officials say the worst is probably over now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Heideck.
And I'm Keisha Grant. We can report tonight a new part is in place, and the city says water is back on for everyone. That's after this break last Tuesday that spilled millions of gallons of water. NBC Connecticut's Jeremy Chen joins us live there from the scene with the latest details. Jeremy, bring us up to speed.
Well, Mike and Keisha, as you notice the noise and all the things behind me, the work is still continuing on here at Huntingdon Avenue here in Waterbury over the last several days as they installed new parts and making repairs to keep the water from gushing out onto the street. Now, city officials say they were able to make it stop with water flowing normally through pipes here once again. The home of generators and construction equipment ever present on Huntingdon Avenue.
This has been going the way we had hoped that it would go.
Workers spending several days containing and repairing this unwanted fountain caused by a water main break. Neighbors like Dorothea Nelson facing temporary water disruptions Monday as the work was being done.
Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they'll get it done.
Her prayers were answered once the city got what they needed. Workers are installing the necessary parts at both ends of the construction site in order to be able to fix the leak that's in the middle. Mayor Paul Pernaruski says this means no more water disruptions by diverting water away from the affected valve. Workers will be putting in a temporary fix at the place of the leak and will have a more permanent solution once a suitable valve replacement is found.
The water will flow through the bypass and there'll be no effect on the water in the city at that point.
However, the mayor says a boil water advisory remains in place for people who had their water pressure impacted. He says testing for potential bacteria will begin as soon as water is back up and running. Until then, the advisory remains in effect.
We don't want to be in a position of saying, boil your water, don't boil it, boil it. It just gets, people will miss one of those things out there.
It's a routine people like Nelson have been doing.
You got to boil it before you can even wash your chicken or do anything.
People in the Brass City hoping the repairs hold.
Fix the problem so it won't happen again.
Now, the city says this emergency repair will cost between $500,000 to $600,000, and that money will be coming from the city's water enterprise funds. In Waterbury, Jeremy Chen, NBC Connecticut News. Keisha, I'll send it back to you.
Relief for a lot of people tonight. Jeremy Chen, thank you.